Henry Cejudo believes Paddy Pimblett should face Ilia Topuria next, especially now that Paddy secured a massive TKO victory over Michael Chandler at UFC 314. According to Henry, the UFC will be all over this matchup because they always chase the biggest fights possible, and right now, very few matchups are hotter than this one. You've got two European stars, both undefeated in the UFC, both loud, polarizing, and absolutely on fire. This isn't just another fight. It's a pay-per-view main event waiting to happen. Ilia Topuria, the former featherweight champion, has been waiting for a lightweight fight for quite some time, and Paddy just skyrocketed his stock with the Chandler win. It's the perfect storm. Ilia is chasing the biggest names. Paddy is finally being taken seriously, and from a stylistic point of view, this is pure fireworks. Topuria's sharp boxing and relentless pressure against Paddy's unorthodox striking and slick back takes create a wild stylistic clash packed with legit star power on both sides. And if the UFC is in the business of spectacle, which they always are, don't be surprised if this fight gets booked fast.
But the fight that would really make sense right now, can I get a drum roll? Ilia Topuria. These guys had beef back in the day, and right now, Khabib said, just listen to me, Kamaruddin. The storyline is there, bro. They're both stars in the UFC. You got the champ and Ilia Topuria. Then you got Paddy Pimblett, who he has to pick one fight. If I'm the UFC, I'm booking Justin Gaethje versus Islam because Khabib's wish is Ilia needs to fight the number one contender. He needs to fight somebody before he gets a damn title shot. And then I think you do Ilia Topuria on that fight. Whoever comes out of top gets the next title shot. What's up? Remember, it's not. Remember, Kamaru, it's not just based on competition. It's not. If it was, it would go down the line. It's not. Remember, the UFC is an entertainment company who can entertain.
In the latest episode of Ariel Helwani's show, Yair Rodriguez explained why he believes he should be next in line for a featherweight title shot. But his reasoning isn't exactly convincing. Yair pointed to his history with Alexander Volkanovski and the fact that he's coming off a win as justification for a rematch. The only problem? That history is just him getting thoroughly outclassed and finished by Volk. There was no controversial ending, no unfinished business, and nothing that has fans begging for a rematch. Meanwhile, Movsar Evloev continues to rise quietly through the ranks. And that's the real issue. He's undefeated, undeniably skilled, and dominant on the ground, but he's often labeled as boring. Still, in a division starving for fresh contenders, an unbeaten record should count for something. Even if he doesn't light the crowd on fire, Movsar's consistency is making it harder and harder to deny him a shot at the belt. El Pantera also addressed his beef with Diego Lopez, an unexpected rivalry that began to brew during the last press conference. While he didn't dive deep into the details, he made it clear there's real tension there, the kind of tension that could easily set up a spicy, all-Mexican showdown down the road.
But Volkanovski, he said he wants to do it. You know, he's looking for the fight. He's not saying no to the fight. He said if the UFC wants to make it happen, I won't be the guy holding back. So I think that's a fight to make. You know, so let's make it happen. And I'm completely sure that if Volkanovski decides to take the fight and the UFC wants to make it happen, I'll become the champion 2025. I don't want to talk about like mobs or whatever. He's an incredible fighter. He's a dangerous opponent, and he's coming from a win streak, you know. Now, what I hear from the UFC, you only have to come from a win, you know, and Volkanovski and I had a background fighting, you know, for the belt. I wasn't able to come with the win, but this time I'm pretty sure I will be able to come with the win. I mean, all of that started obviously because he wanted to like point it that I was coming from a loss, and I'll repeat that to him. Now he's the one coming from a loss. He needs to earn his opportunity to fight for the title or for whoever contention.
In a fiery interview with Russian reporter Adam Zuba, Khabib Nurmagomedov dropped two major bombshells, one aimed at Ilia Topuria and another that could reshape Islam Makhachev's future. When asked about Topuria calling for a lightweight title shot, Khabib didn't hold back. He dismissed the idea outright, criticizing the Georgian contender for trying to skip the line. Khabib made it clear that Islam won't keep entertaining featherweights one after another and firmly said, that Ilia should stop mentioning title fights until he's actually earned the right to compete for one. On the other hand, Ilia claims the UFC has already promised him a lightweight title shot, no matter what. But Khabib isn't buying into the hype just because someone holds a belt. The real shocker, though, came when Khabib revealed some behind-the-scenes insider talk. He confirmed that the UFC is keeping a close eye on the upcoming Belal Muhammad vs. Jack Della Maddalena fight. Depending on how that fight plays out, Islam might be making a move up to welterweight, signaling the start of a potential run for champ status at 170. Khabib also cleared up all the drama surrounding whether Islam would ever face his teammate Belal. Here's what Khabib had to say, now translated into English. "I don't need Islam to do this. Islam has already beaten 2 featherweight champions. Now they want to give him a third one. Let's imagine Topuria moves up and immediately gets a title shot. Islam beats him. Then Topuria takes another fight, loses again. So what does that mean? He was basically a nobody at 155, and Islam just beat a guy who didn't belong in this division. That's why, when it comes to legacy and Islam's resume, fighting him actually hurts. It raises the risk for Islam too. That's why Islam says, let him fight first. Let him become a real contender. And once he does, Islam will fight anyone. Islam has already said he'll fight anyone. But come on, he did it once, twice, and now they want to give him a third featherweight champion who moved up to 155? Islam has earned a say in this. He's the best fighter. He's already proved it. Look at all the guys Topuria beat at 145. Even Holloway, the man he beat, moved up to 155 and did absolutely nothing. That's why we're saying give Islam something real. He's turning 34 soon. He's not here to fight Topuria or Volkanovski again, or some last-minute replacement like Manon. Islam wants big names. Fighters who've earned their place. Fighters who've been in the 155 division for years. It's nothing personal, but if you move up, earn it before you talk nonsense. That's our stance. As for Islam's future, Khabib added, the way I see it, the UFC is waiting for the UFC 315 main event between Belal and JDM to play out. The UFC is waiting for the winner of that fight. I personally want Belal to win. With all my heart, I hope he does. But if Maddalena wins, I think the UFC will offer that fight to Islam. But we can't fight people like Belal. Belal is family to us. We don't change relationships for belts. That's not how we operate. The people suggesting that, they don't see things the way we do. That's where our views differ. We see it differently. End quote. All right, let's talk. Whether you love it or hate it, we all want to see Topuria versus Islam. Sure, Islam's already beaten 2 featherweight champions, and this would be the third. But let's be honest, this one feels different. Topuria isn't just any 145er. He's undefeated, he knocked out Volkanovski, and he's brought a whole new energy to the division. This would be one of the biggest super fights in MMA history. Georgia versus Dagestan. Undefeated Topuria against the dominant Makhachev. Who wouldn't want to see that? That's it from the Lost Champion. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for your daily dose of MMA news.